Down in the place to be. Forget your cares and the more, most definitely.
Alright, so we're back here at Eds RC for the race with Steven, eat Popeyes, and Grandpa. So we've done our first heat, and neither of us did too hot. I got a lot more competition this time for sure. So I think I'm going to try to hope for a top 5. If not, I want to beat one guy. That'd be cool. I'd be stoked on that. So I'm going to try to get some footage of the heats this time. So so here we have me doing a couple laps in my second heat in my group, because they actually split the class into 2 groups. So there was, you know, in the first heat there was 2 groups, second heat 2 groups. We actually had a B main and an A main. Well, this is me doing some laps. I got the fastest lap in this group, and out of my whole class, it was the 3rd fastest lap, which was pretty good. I was stoked on it. But my pace itself was off, so after this I will be thrown into the B main, which we'll get to that. Also, making a mistake right there, going too tight. There I am on the double, not triple. I am doing the triple now. I didn't do it at all in the first race that Eds. I came for a practice day, started practicing that triple. So sometimes I double it, sometimes I triple it. Just depends on how I come into the corner after this double right here. See how double came a little short, so no, I still tripled it. But the more I do it, the more I get comfortable with it. But I feel like my lines are they're tightening up, so I'm happy with it.
Alright, you guys have still got 1 minute to go. 1 minute left. Triple, guys, triple, watch triple. It is clear.
So right now they're getting ready to start the second round of heats. You got Steven over here in the green and yellow rims. He's also up here. And you got my grandpa marshalling. That's awesome. This is Steven's first race in the in an RC at all, like with an RC at all. And he's kind of going out swinging. Because first of all, me and him we're both underdogs with the ARMAs. There's nothing wrong with ARMA. They're just not your top level competitive RCs that you see people racing. On top of that, unexpectedly he needed a new motor in ESC when we got there. His bearing was seized in his motor, so he's not even used to the power, the new power that his bigger motor has now. So he's getting used to that. On top of that, they didn't have slicks. Everything's kind of working against him, but he's making the most of it. He's getting some track time. It's his first race ever, and he's in one of the most competitive classes with one of the most high-performing RCs. You know, the E-Buggy, 8th scale E-Buggy. So I'm stoked on him for, you know, going out there and giving it all. Whoa, sitting off the edge there a little bit, but it's been a great day. It was super fun. I enjoyed watching him. That was funny, but respectively, he, you know, let the guy go. Didn't mean to do that, just simple mistakes, but I can say since recording this, he has been getting a lot better. It's been quite an improvement, and I'm stoked to see how much further we both will go. Oh, Bushman out there. In the future, you know, I feel like in 4 or 5 races I've been progressively getting faster. This is definitely the second race, but oh, right here, I love this part. Grandpa's gonna go out and save Steven. Save his butt. But, yep.
All right, guys. When I call your name, you are done. You need that to do one more. Zach, you go. You're still live. Zach, lined up here, the order is going to be Jake in the 1, Donald in the 2, Larry in the 3, Jason in the 4, and Andrew in the 5. Everyone is going to be going on the sound of the toe. All right, guys, keep it clean, keep it clean. This is the B main. So our top 2 will bump up to the A main. Larry moving to a 3 to the 1 the first lap around.
This B main was a really fun race. Me and that Larry, he's a great guy, nice guy. We have a little battle here, and it gets pretty intense. I talked to him afterwards, and both of our hearts are racing a little bit because the pressure was on. I mean, look at that. He's right on me. Ooh, go for the triple. He doubles there. Coming in. Keep it clean on the inside. Already about to catch up to a lapper. Oh. So right now I'm just trying to keep my lines as clean as possible. Try to avoid that pink guy that I'm about to pass. Mr. Pink right there. Ooh, you get a little squirrely there. It's hard to when pretty nervous. Okay, I was following myself and I just skipped some of the race. I'm coming out of that corner right there at the bottom right, coming on the starting grid. Got me and Larry battling some more, coming on the whole shot. So I try to keep it tight and try to be consistent, but it's so hard. My heart's racing, my hands are trembling, I'm sweating. It's pretty nerve-wracking, and then it gets a little intense. Obviously Larry got around me, so I'm back in second place here. I got a lapper in between us. I think that's Jason and his Traxxas. Go down there. He doubles. I go for the triple. Kind of clipped it there. Might have slowed me down. I kind of get really tight right there. If you notice, Larry kind of took a little bit wide. That's the simple stuff that kind of helps you catch up. See how tight I took it right in that corner? How tight I take it in this corner? Just slowing down and taking those corners that much tighter really does help a lot. It really gets you going. Larry must have made a big mistake right there because he just fell pretty far behind. And I believe, not to try to get ahead of myself, but I believe I kind of just stay in first from here and keep cruising. I should probably stop spoiling the endings like that. Pretty much give away what's going to happen, but nice and tight around that corner. Nice double. See, I just double that instead of tripling it because, just playing it safe. I'd rather just take off a couple milliseconds and double it than triple it, mess up, and waste valuable seconds having to get marshaled if I land on my top. Whoop. Marshall right there. Oh, that's actually Steven. Huh. I just raced the B main and managed to pull off a first. Had a really good battle with second place. So now I'm going to the A main. They took first and second place. Some good racing today. A lot more competition this weekend than there was last weekend. And the guys that were fast have only gotten faster. So I think last weekend the lap times were around like 16 seconds was like the fastest lap time, and at this point it's like there's a 14.5 on the board. So there's a lot of 16 and 17 fastest lap times. So we'll see what we can do. Have a blast and do some racing.
On the sound of the tone. Alright guys, keep it clean.
So right here in the whole shot, we go from last, boom, past 2 people. That's awesome. Ooh, orange makes a little mistake there. I'm gonna go into the triple it. Ooh, get around red, flips around the other way. So picked up 3 spots right there. Let's see here, you got white out front and orange and blue. Rick is in second. I'm not sure who the orange in third is, but I am sitting in 4th out of 7. Get around orange, so now I'm sitting in 3rd. So far, everything is going great for me. I just gotta keep my head on straight, race my race, do what I gotta do. Oh, see, bobble there, lose a spot. Now sitting in 4th. Got Randy right behind me. Ooh, getting a little tangled up with orange. I'm losing some patience, and that's where I start pushing because I'm getting worried. See, I make a little mistake there. It's not too big, but it's still enough to kind of slow you down and knock you off pace a little bit. So, still following orange. I'm still sitting in 4th. Come up, go on the inside. Oh, see Rick, he's flying. He's coming up quick. Got and Randy, and then Jason's in the red, and the triple. I'm coming along the starting grid right now. Wyatt's catching up, lapping people. He's flying. He's the orange car or orange truck with the blue hood. He's the one that hit the 14.991. He's really fast and he's really nice. Oh, right there. You see, I made a mistake after the triple. That turn right there. I was caught up there for a minute. Lost some valuable time and positions. I think at this point, you can see me start to kind of break down, and I try to hold it together, and I might put in a good half a lap or whatever, but for the most part, I keep making a lot of simple mistakes. I kind of was my own worst enemy on this race. See orange coming around. See, just right there. Went inside, bumped that right before the triple, and just immediately just flipped right over. Yeah, it's my own fault. It's nobody's fault but my own. Which is why I make these videos, so I can go back and watch them. But I already know how this race turns out for obvious reasons. But I think this race is going to be one of the important races to watch because I'm going to watch my mistakes. That Randy's sitting there. Not sure what he was doing. Never realized that. Oh. See, I just kind of wide there, going sloppy. Now I got getting lapped at this point. Go ahead and put my lap times and consistency down real quick. Yep, and as you can see from the stats, you know, my consistency percentage has went down. My average lap time is, you know, higher, which isn't good. You want it lower. It's one of the good learning races. So I'm not too mad at it, because I am learning. But that's what I want to do. I want to learn quick because I want to get better. You know, I'd love to just be battling in the top all the time. So I think here, not looking too bad right now. Oh, there's a big mistake. How long is this going to cost me? Look at that. That was I remember that part was pretty frustrating. That was pretty frustrating. And then another big mistake. Jeez, see all these mistakes, even the small ones, and those to me are big mistakes because they're going to cost you whole seconds, you know, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever. And then you have the small mistakes of, you know, blowing out a corner or overshooting a turn, or, you know, stuff that only cost you a partial of a second. But when you're, you know, talking lap after lap, that adds up. So, like I just said, as you can see, I lost 5 seconds from the corner after the whole shot. Just going too fast and hit that kicker. I don't know if you can really tell, but where that line is around the whole shot, that's you can ramp that right into the wall. But just going too fast and got airborne and tried to turn and rolled her. It is what it is, though. The one thing I will say is the racing is better practice than practice laps. You could practice all day, every day, but until you're out there on the track in a race environment knowing you're racing, that's the best kind of race practice you can get.
Rick, you are done. Randy, you are done. With Larry, Dylan, and Jake.
Hey, thanks for watching the video, you guys. I did get 7th place in the A main, which is last place, so not too good. But obviously we saw how I raced. So the next little bit of footage that I'm going to show you in that orange and blue car is a guy there named Wyatt. He travels all over the East and he races, and talked to him and his dad, and they let me drive their short course. I was a little reluctant at first because I'm not comfortable driving other people's stuff because I don't want to break it. But I felt like I was confident enough, like I'm not going to break this guy's stuff. I have an idea of how to drive an RC. I just won't push it. And they wanted me to push it. I wanted to too, but once again, I didn't want to hurt it. So I just wanted to feel it and kind of feel the main differences between my Arma and this actual competition level short course 4-wheel drive truck, which is a TLR. I want to say it's a 10 SCTE 3.0. I might have said that wrong. I'm just going off memory. But it was awesome. Had a I think it had a 170 SBL servo in there. Very snappy. I got the 160T in mine, so mine's close to it, but it still beats mine for sure. Easily beats mine, but it's not like a super jump. From stock, it would be a super jump, but it was definitely snappier than mine. It was crazy because it felt really light on the track, like nimble, but it still felt glued to the ground. And the power, I like how it rolled into the power. I liked his punch setup and stuff, which I believe that was probably the Sandwall M17. I've heard a lot of good things about that. He told me about his. I talked to Wyatt, his dad, and their team rep for Swerks. I think I said that right. I've noticed that they're kind of big. Once again, if I sound like a goober, it's because I'm still new to the RC racing world. I'm learning. So I might look at this and be like, you idiot, like Swerks is awesome. Swerks is huge. It's not kind of big, but I don't know yet. But I got to talk to them and they just kind of gave me some sound advice. Yeah, so the next little bit of footage of the orange and blue hooded truck is me driving his short course. Nothing crazy, just, you know, good time. It was really nice meeting those people. I hope I see them again on the track. And yeah, and then after that, the rest of the footage is just bonus footage that my brother got on his phone of the A main, just floor level mistakes. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Later.
Now you're fired.
Now you're fired.
About as those were.
Are you softening or anything?
DJ Parsons.
Yeah, thumbs are. How come yours don't? Unless they has been
What do
on
you
the
mean?
cars.
Tires. They got a
All
lot.
right,
That
we have all
surface
the
area.
drivers out here. We're gonna need a couple volunteer marshals
It grips it.
because DJ and Chad are back to back.
Because even
here.
though it's slippery, it's not muddy. There's nothing for that to grab. It's all smooth surface. So
All right, guys.
You wanna
Two
slip?
more volunteers. Two more volunteers. Anyone that can help. Two more. All right, thank you. We just need one now, guys. One volunteer marshal in the center. One volunteer marshal in the center. I'll get you guys lined up here.
Come on, Jake. Run them laps, Bubby. Just run them laps. Maybe. They are. Just when there's somebody wrecked in it. I think so, yeah. Sure, there.
We got our runner behind go. Wyatt, you are done. Rick, you are done. Lindsay, you are done. It's the ladies.